Today, we're addressing a significant challenge in last mile delivery, WISMO calls. WISMO stands for Where is my order? The frequent inquiries from customers about their order statuses. These calls can account for half of all customer service interactions in some businesses, leading to increased operational costs and impacting customer satisfaction. Joining me again today is Cindy Brandt, VP of Fleet Solutions at Descartes, to discuss this delivery challenge in more detail and explore strategies for reducing WISMO calls and enhancing delivery experiences. Welcome, Cindy.
Thanks, Mark.
Why do WISMO calls continue to be a challenge for last mile distributors?
You know, Mark, more and more, both customers and the company's sales reps want more information. Why do they want more information? Well, we've seen a major evolution in product order transparency in our personal lives. And now businesses are asking, why can't I have that same exact experience? Or why can't I provide this very same experience?
How do these calls impact both customer experience and operational efficiency?
You know, customers can order from multiple sources, oftentimes at the same price. The true differentiator right now is really about the experience of the delivery or that order journey. Is there transparent communication from order placement to delivery? You know, how much information are they actually getting to them? I think for me personally, it's exciting to see that last mile distributors are really starting to understand that being more customer centric and providing this differentiating experience is actually significantly decreasing delivery costs by enabling them to be far more efficient.
What are the main reasons WISMO calls occur?
Well, there's lots of reasons, but it's the lack of being able to proactively provide tracking information. No one knows if the delivery made it onto the truck. No one knows where the delivery is right now. One of the very highest concerns we hear, though, centers around labor. If I'm a chef, I need to make sure someone's available to meet the truck to reconcile a delivery. If I'm a C-store, I've got to free up a cashier to meet the truck. They're all doing more with less, so having that 10 to 20 minutes heads up that a delivery is on the way can make a real difference to free up that employee to check in product. The other thing we shouldn't discount is that there's internal groups that also make WISMO calls. You know, the number one group that makes a lot of these phone calls are actually sales reps just checking up on the status of their customers' orders.
When it comes to figuring out what a business's WISMO rate is, how do you go about that? And why is that an important metric to know?
I firmly believe you can't manage what you can't measure. So we do need to look at that WISMO rate there. The WISMO rate is a measure of the impact of these calls to the business. To calculate the rate, you're going to take your total number of inquiries, so the number of phone calls that come in, divided by the total number of deliveries over a specific time period. When you monitor and analyze this rate, it's going to allow you to identify trends, patterns, and areas where you can improve in the distribution process. So obviously, we want that rate to go down, not up.
What are the biggest operational and financial impacts of high WISMO call volumes?
Answering a phone call requires human capital, and especially without an automated system, it's expensive. The question really becomes, is there something that human being could be doing that's of higher value? The higher the volumes, the more staff that's needed, which again increases overall costs. But if the volumes are high, that can also mean that there's a whole nother cost around customer churn due to dissatisfaction.
How would you say rising customer expectations around delivery visibility contributed to the increase in WISMO calls?
Customers want more transparency in the digital age that we live in. We all have more information at our fingertips than we have ever had before, and it exponentially increases every single day. And just think about everything we order as a consumer has multiple touch points in that order journey, and that expectation now is completely flowing through to the B2B world.
What strategies or technologies can significantly cut down these calls?
It's really about adopting digital customer engagement solutions. And what that's going to allow you to do is automate what can be a complex, time-consuming manual process. When you integrate that with the overall order journey, it keeps customers and other groups, such as your sales reps, engaged and aware of the entire journey process. So from order placement to order delivery. We want to make sure that people have the ability to get the confirmation that the order's on the truck, it's almost there, it's been delivered, all the way to a delivery and driver feedback or survey. Doing all of this and keeping customers informed will drastically cut down the number of phone calls that you get.
How do real-time tracking and automated notifications impact customer experience and operational efficiency?
Well, relative to the customer experience, I think it's fair to say today that everybody hands down wants more information. Where's my order in the journey and when will it be there? They want to know where time is spent, or more specifically, where time spent waiting is happening, right? Waiting is expensive. That results in you making less deliveries overall. Think about a couple of scenarios here. Getting an alert that the truck is 10 minutes out so you can free up that worker to meet the truck, to unlock a door or check product in. Providing a super solid ETA to a customer so they can meet on the job site to receive high value materials to reduce theft. Or just to make sure a missed delivery doesn't occur, right? The driver arrives, but there's nobody to hand off this high value delivery to. These are just a couple of quick scenarios that come top of mind, but there's so many more scenarios that we could really solve for.
So what's the best combination of technology to help prevent these calls?
Well, the technology has to be able to easily adapt to both your order management and routing process, so that entire order journey can be proactively broadcasted. This includes highly configurable workflows. Why? No two businesses are exactly alike, and different groups have different needs. Your customer needs more information perhaps than a sales rep does. It's not just your customer making these WISMO calls. It's other internal groups within your organization. Believe it or not, they might actually make up more of the volume than your customers.
What would you say are the top 3 things last mile distributors should focus on to minimize WISMO calls?
First and foremost is being super proactive and transparent about the order tracking process. I've received your order. Your order is scheduled to be delivered this day. It's on the truck today. It's 10 minutes out. It's arrived, right? Whatever combination of proactive notifications are really important. 2 is focusing on delivery accuracy and efficiency. We want to make sure we're providing the right information at the right time. And then 3rd, automation and customized workflows for WISMO handling. Again, the different groups need different pieces of information, and different customer types might even need different pieces of information. But if you use a tool that's got a highly configurable workflow, you'll be able to customize it to whatever you need.
I was wondering if perhaps you could share an example of a company that successfully reduced these inquiries with help from Descartes.
We've recently worked with a large warehouse club to automate the digital customer experience for white glove delivery services. This included sending out proactive notifications for deliveries and also surveys for post-delivery feedback. Here's 3 key results that they received. 1, reduced WISMO calls. Through automated proactive notifications and real-time tracking, it cut down many calls to their member service organization. 2nd, it really provided an enhanced member experience by providing those up-to-date ETAs, proof of delivery, and real-time issue resolution. And then 3rd, improved service quality. They were able to collect instantly post-delivery feedback to both refine and optimize that customer experience.
These have been some fantastic insights that you've shared. Where can businesses learn more about leveraging technology to improve their last mile delivery?
I encourage the viewers today to explore Descartes.com/route planning for a wealth of resources about today's most relevant last mile delivery challenges and real world examples of how Descartes is helping businesses across a wide range of industries solve these challenges and improve operational performance and customer experience.
Thanks again for your expertise and taking some time out of your day, Cindy. And thanks to everyone for watching. Have a great one.